You ever see something that just shouldn't happen, but it does right in front of your face? That was us, that morning in Raven Hills when bullets were flying and chaos had a name. Nobody's ever really ready for the moment the world tips sideways, and we sure weren't. Not until she stepped out from the smoke, yeah. Her, the one we all thought would snap first. You want to know how a tiny medic shattered everything we thought we knew about survival, respect, and what a real hero looks like? Buckle up. Let me set the scene. Relief convoy pinned on a muddy slope, the earth splitting from machine gun fire. And there's Elena Marquez, maybe 115 pounds, hair yanked back, uniform stained, medical patch on her shoulder, face set like stone. The rest of us? Stressed, sweating, too jacked up to notice much. Except we did notice her. You know that person in every group, the one you're half sure will be the first to fold when things go south? Yeah, that was Elena. We'd all made up our minds. She was just a medic, a tag-along. Medics treat wounds, not wage battle shell. Someone even shouted that at her as the fight broke out. Guess we were about to learn just how wrong we could be. First shots snapped past, and Elena hit the dirt, crawling for wounded. She worked like a ghost, hands everywhere, dragging men to safety, face calm even when she was up to her elbows in blood. One of the guys yelled, "Stay back, this isn't your fight," but she just nodded and kept working, didn't waste a word. She moved so fast, so sure you had to see it to believe it. I remember the sergeant, blood pouring from his arm, staring at her in disbelief. "You been in the thick before, Doc?" he asked, like maybe he finally saw her as more than dead weight. She didn't answer, just patched him up and crawled off for the next one. Even then, nobody got it. We traded Luke's, just a medic, right? But she didn't flinch, not even when shrapnel bit the rocks inches away. That's when the whispers started. Some of the old hands, guys who'd seen real action, noticed the way she never ducked. She moved like she knew exactly where the shots were coming from, exactly when it was safe to cross open ground. One of us called out, "Duck, you're a target." Elena fired back, no hesitation. "I know where they are." And somehow she did. Let me back up a sec, because it wasn't just her guts that made the difference. It was the way she built a triage station under fire, stacking bandages and morphine with soldierly precision. The way she looked at you when you asked if she was just a medic, like she was weighing what to tell you, what to hold back. The whole time, enemy fire was getting heavier, radio blown to hell, and our squad leader screaming for air support that wasn't coming. That's when Elena's eyes changed just a flicker, but it was there. That look you get when you realize, yeah, I've been here before, and I already know how this ends if I don't do something. Then the grenade landed, blew her kit across the rocks. She sprinted right into the Bara pure madness, we thought. But when she came back, she dropped the medical bag and, without a word, picked up a battered old rifle. Dead silence, even over the gunfire. One of the big guys snorted, "You think holding that means you can use it?" Nobody was laughing when she shouldered up, took aim, and bam, 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 3 shots, 3 targets down just like that. The squad froze. Nobody spoke. Our leader narrowed his eyes. "Who are you really, Marquez?" But Elena just picked up her bag and started treating wounds again, like she hadn't just outshot half the unit. But you could feel his shift. The way she held a rifle, the way she scanned the terrain, too sharp for any regular medic. One of the snipers edged over, eyes wide. "Where'd you learn to shoot like that?" Elena didn't look up. "Basic training." "Not like that. It isn't," he muttered. The firefight kicked up another notch. Enemy push. More wounded, and Elena was suddenly everywhere, dropping bad guys with pinpoint shots, patching wounds in the same breath. It got weird, honestly, like watching someone with 2 brains, one for fighting, one for healing. She'd fire, dash to a casualty, bark orders for cover, then pick up the rifle again. A couple of the SEALs started trading worried looks. "She's running this fight," someone whispered. "She's organizing our defense, calling the shots, triaging wounds, and shooting like a damn legend." And you know what? It was true. You could see in her eyes like she was always 3 moves ahead, calculating, predicting, never rattled. The next twist? That last push when the enemy brought in heavy guns. Elena's cover got blown, and she went from medic to full-on sniper, no hesitation, no wasted motion. Every shot counted. The squad leader finally just blurted it out. "That Special Forces work, Marquez." "Who are you?" Elena said nothing. Then, mid-firefight, she peeled off a glove and showed a faded tattoo, a kraken coiled around a dagger. You could hear the intake of breath across the whole squad. See, Kraken wasn't just a unit. It was a myth, classified, disbanded, infamous for sniper records nobody's touched since. Someone whispered, "The ghost of Kandahar, that was you?" Elena nodded, voice flat. "Another lifetime." That was the moment it all clicked: the discipline, the calm, the surgical precision. She'd walked away from being the best sniper anyone had ever seen because she couldn't save her team on her last mission. So, she chose medicine. But now, with everyone's lives on the line, she picked up the rifle again. From there, she just took over. Calling targets, lining up defense, taking out machine gunners, mortars, command posts. Each shot, perfect. She organized ammo, rationed it, coordinated every movement. When the enemy finally realized who they were up against, they focused everything on her. "Good," Elena muttered. "That means they're not shooting at you." She'd move, fire, move again, never staying put, always covering someone else. The tide turned. One by one, the enemy lines broke. The guys who dismissed her as weak now watched her pull off things they didn't think were humanly possible: shooting, patching wounds, dragging men to safety under fire, never once asking for help. When it was over, when the last of the enemy broke and ran, our squad leader walked up, voice shaky. "We owe you our lives." Elena just shook her head. "Don't remember me as a sniper. Remember me as the one who kept your men alive." Then she shouldered her bag and walked away. The aftermath was wild. Word spread fast. The quiet medic at base, Delta, turns out she was the most decorated sniper in history. But Elena never bragged, never even told the story. She went back to patching up cuts and handing out aspirin. New recruits heard the whispers, saw the respect in everyone's eyes, but she never changed. When someone finally asked her if it was true, if she'd really saved a whole SEAL team alone, she just said, "What matters is good soldiers made it home." That was it. Even our squad leader, the one who doubted her most, came to apologize. She cut him off. "You treated me like a medic. That's how I wanted it." He asked how she could stay humble after everything. Elena just shrugged. "Achievements don't define us. Choices do. And every day, I choose to heal, not kill." You know what I mean? Sometimes, the strongest person in the room is the one nobody notices, the one you least expect. Months later, new faces at the base would whisper, "See her? Show respect. Watch closely." Not every hero announces themselves. Elena never heard those whispers. She was always busy training medics, patching wounds, staying out of the spotlight. But here's the kicker, to lesson that sticks. True strength isn't what you can destroy. It's what you choose to protect. And sometimes, the person you overlook is the one who saves you all. We judged her by size, by silence, by her role, and we were dead wrong. Heroes come in all shapes, all voices, sometimes hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right moment. How many Elenas cross your path every day? The janitor who sees the gaps nobody else does, the assistant who holds everything together, the teacher who lights a fire in kids who want to quit. These folks don't brag. They don't need applause. They just show up, prepare, and wait for their moment. So next time, judge slow, respect quick, because when the world falls apart, you might just need the person you never noticed. That's what I saw in Raven Hills. And if you believe the overlooked can become heroes type, I believe. Because Elena's story isn't just about surviving an ambush. It's about the hidden strength all around us, just waiting for the world to notice. Now, what about you? Who have you underestimated lately? Who's your Elena? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about what real courage looks like, and who gets to decide what a hero really is.